It's just 3 weeks until the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting is held in Perth, and police and the Defence Force are already swinging into action with training exercises across the city. Today, new laws came into effect that will give police the power to restrict access to parts of Perth where dignitaries are gathered. Officers will also be able to ban known troublemakers from large parts of the CBD. Deputy Police Commissioner Chris Dawson is leading the security effort for CHOGM. I spoke with him earlier. Chris Dawson, thanks for joining us. You're in charge of the biggest security operation in the history of our state. How confident are you that everything's good to go?
Look, we are ready to go. We've had that independently audited, so we've been planning for nearly 2 years now. While that does seem, in one sense, a long time, CHOGMs and similar types of events in Australia and internationally just take a lot of complexity, a lot of logistical effort, but we're ready to go.
You were speaking today about police exercising a term you've coined, friendly vigilance. How fine is the line between everyone having a good time coming along and keeping everybody safe?
Look, it's not dissimilar to normal policing in the sense that of the crowds that want to come along and participate in CHOGM events, the vast majority, and look, if I notionally say 98%, 99% of the people are law-abiding. They want to come along and see the leaders. They want to come along and see Her Majesty the Queen. In that sense, we want it to be a friendly experience, but at the same time, given you've got a quarter of the world's leaders, up to half of the world's foreign ministers, plus royalty, we've got to put in a lot of preparation and security to make sure that there is proper layers of security in and around the venues when you're moving people from the airport to hotels, Government House, the Perth Convention and Exhibition Centre, those sorts of venues, that you've got to cover off all sorts of risks. But in essence, we want the police officers to be vigilant, but at the same time have a friendly atmosphere. So it's a balance.
You've been considering a list of people who will be banned from entering restricted zones during CHOGM. What kind of people are you trying to keep away?
Well, the security zones that have been published today, they're areas in which we'll be moving internationally protected people and royalty through, for instance, St George's Terrace, Adelaide Terrace and some of those surrounding streets. And they are, by law, designated as a core security area, and then the venues themselves as restricted areas. There are some people who, previous criminal conduct, they've broken the law, they've actually demonstrated in a sense that they're not prepared, even some of them may be protesters with a cause that they want to protest against, and we live in a democracy, but there are some people who are prepared to break the law, to chain themselves to vehicles, to stop the lawful business of people getting to and from places. Some of them have made their intentions very clear. Those sorts of people aren't welcome for a number of reasons. One, they'll compromise the safety of themselves and other people. And two, you've got world leaders that are going to a meeting. You can't simply have people stop their passage to and from. So there's a number of reasons why.
Those banned people will be served with notices in the coming week or so. Do you think that's really going to work to keep them away?
Oh yes, I do. I'm sure a number of them might feel that that's cause for another protest in itself. And look, they'll be free to move about the city until they arrive at a point, if they so choose. If they want to ignore that, they run the risk clearly of being arrested, and there are penalties that apply from that. And the law is put in there for a reason. I'm not here to advocate for the law. Our role in policing is to actually make sure the law is applied, it's applied fairly, and for the protection of everyone.
After all this planning, how glad are you going to be when CHOGM weekend is over?
Oh, look, we're actually looking forward to it, ironically, because a lot of the police that I speak to, and we've got other agencies helping us as well, there's such a great deal of training, exercising, rehearsal that's gone into it. They're actually now, it's almost like playing a game of footy. You know, you want the siren to start and the game to start. So in that sense, we're looking forward to it.
Chris Dawson, thank you for your time.
Thanks.